gonna make him an offer again.
Of all the gin joints and all the towns and all the world.
Handle the truth. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the
Frankly,
war.
my dear, I don't give a damn.
This is where the fun begins.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Multiplex Movie Melee. Got ourselves a teams match here today. I'm your host, Mark Machaka. We got the future Joseph Olivas, Caleb Coho, going up against the annexation of Puerto Rico. Last time, fortunately, we saw both of these teams. They lost their match from before. I think they're looking to get back in the winning column here. Got Dylan here with me. What type of match you think we got here?
Really good one. I think this is one of like the matches where I think when the rookie teams were announced this year, this is one of the ones that I was really eager to see because I think these are like the two big, like the two teams that I think were on everyone's radar. It's like these are probably the two strongest teams on paper when you look at the individual players. And honestly, I think it's a toss up on who wins today. I think they're both honestly like could be considered super teams, and I'm excited to see how it all goes. Yeah, it should be a good one.
All right. Yeah, good. Let's bring in our first team. Bring in the annexation of Puerto Rico first. Robert right there. Then there's David. Hey, how you guys doing?
Well, Dylan's very kind, but if you believe David's former teammate, we're not a super team because we don't know things about awards, which might rear its ugly head again today. This is essentially for the rookie team of the year, right? I guess whoever wins probably gets that. So, hooray! Knocking that out.
Great stakes. Yeah, I mean, so excited to play this. Joseph especially is a very formidable opponent. Both Coho and Joseph is gonna be a tough pair to play against. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just hoping there's no controversy or any questions that's debatable. So hopefully we'll have a fun, clean game. That's all.
Yeah, cleanliness is next to godliness.
Asking for no controversies. Got it. Brian, your next Brian team you're facing here in the future. I got Joseph and Coho. All right. What's up?
Not much. Like you guys said, it's been a minute. Like we just played Jersey Boys, I think, last time you saw us, and like that didn't go our way. But like I like playing with Joseph, so I'm always excited to see a green room. I'm like, yeah, let's go. This will be fun. This is probably the least excited I was when I saw a green room. So I was like, David and Robert are both really good. So I'm excited and nervous, and it'll be a fun time.
Good luck to you, Robert and David, but we're going to try to do better, and hopefully it's a good match. I don't think it'll all come down to this match. I'm just saying for the rookie team of the year, I hope to keep doing well after this match. That's my goal. Win or lose tonight.
I plan to burn it all down after this, so that's the difference.
Okay.
Works.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. We're going into let's just get started. Round one. Work with this. You're going to get 8 questions, 8 general movie categories. You're going to have 15 seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. At the end of the time, we'll ask that you show and verbalize your answer. And you get a point for each correct answer. And if any one of you gets all 8 correct, you'll receive a bonus question, also worth a point. You also get each team gets 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the match. Anything else before we get started?
2 things. David looked nervous. I am not going to burn it down. That was a joke. Top-notch production all the way around. Let's keep going.
There you go.
Okay, sounds good. Not burning it down. First question would come in the category of sports. What 1990 sports film features a fictional team called the South Central Louisiana State University Mud Dogs? That might be my favorite question of all time. I think.
I agree. There are people talking in the background, so I'll be quiet.
Yeah, just not only did I get to read the team name, but also the thing before it, just perfect all the way around. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
Jesquiodo, the water boy.
Joseph.
Also the water boy.
David.
I've been waiting a long time for this question. The water boy.
All of us have. Koho.
I said necessary roughness. So
The water boy was the correct answer. So Koho getting missing that 2-1 Puerto Rico's advantage. Go on, next question.
All right, your next question will be in the category of music. Jamal Woolard plays the main character in what 2000s music biopic?
Man, what is up with this?
What
It's
is
kinda-
up with this? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, make more sense. I'll just count it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joseph.
Notorious?
Right. David.
Oh, I don't have it.
Koho.
notorious.
Right. And Robert.
No. Notorious.
Should have got it.
Notorious was the correct answer. 3-3 tie game. Going in next question. Category of Oscars. What Oscar did Vice win?
Do you have any vices, Mark?
Yeah, I got a couple. One of
Yeah.
them is, reading around one in which, I would have hoped I gotten earlier today. Like just things got like switched up a little bit. That would have been cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Go to David.
Best adapted screenplay?
Okay. And Koho.
Best makeup and hairstyling.
Robert.
Best makeup and hairstyling.
Hey, Joseph.
Best makeup and hairstyling.
Best
Sorry.
makeup and hairstyling is correct.
Check it out.
Joseph getting the lead, getting future the lead there 5-4. Next question.
In the category of biopics, Steve Jobs opens in what decade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to say here. It's just getting that.
We've already filmed 2 matches today, so I think we're all out of bits.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. What is it? Koho, yeah.
Computers aren't paintings. 1980s.
Okay. And Robert.
Shit, I said the 70s.
Okay. Joseph.
I also said 1980s.
And David.
Crap. It's the 1990s.
The 1980s is correct. So the future widening their lead there 7-4. Going into your next question, the category of classics. Who stars as newspaper writer J.J. Hunsaker in Sweet Smell of Success?
This is a great movie.
It is. I believe this was the first movie I bought on Criterion. I think it
Really?
was.
That's cool.
Yeah. Just
The
But hey,
Criterion cover is fantastic.
it is very good.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert. Yeah.
I said Kirk Douglas.
All right, Joseph.
Burt Lancaster.
David.
I got one. Burt Lancaster.
Coho.
I said Ed Begley.
Burt Lancaster is correct. So Future still has the lead there 8-5. Go on, next question.
In the category of horror, a book called The Naturum de Monto can be found in what 2020s horror film?
Boy, am I glad you had to read that. I would have sitting there going, I don't know. Maybe I can just share the screen and I just crop it out and like maybe you guys can know what to say.
Just don't look at the answers, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Is that David? All right, got it. Joseph.
Evil Dead Rise.
David.
I was trying to write Evil Dead Rise, but I put Evil Dead.
Okay. Koho.
Evil Dead Rise.
And Robert.
Evil Dead Rise.
Evil Dead Rise is the correct answer. 10-6. Going into your penultimate question in the round. It comes in the category of the 1980s. In Labyrinth, Jareth is the king of what fictional race? No, I can't. It's about to.
You can't.
I was about to, go on a trek here of like, I don't know, maybe it would have gotten us canceled or whatever. I decided to just cut it. So 5, 4, 3,
Good call.
2, 1. Pens down. Pens down. Go. Go to David.
Goblins.
Okay. Koho.
I said Skeksis. Fuck.
Robert.
Goblins.
Yep. And Joseph.
Goblins.
He is the Goblin King. Future still ahead, 11-8. Going into the last question in the round.
In the category of directors, who directed Waking Life and A Scanner Darkly? And I believe we should say because we're contractually obligated. If Joseph gets this question right, he'll have a perfect round.
Yeah, I was pretty sure about that, but I wasn't, trusting my X's here. Like, I think it just trailed off in a minute, but I believe that is right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. David. Sorry.
Richard Linklater.
Okay. Koho.
Richard Linklater.
Robert.
I didn't have Richard Linklater.
Got it. And for the perfect round, Joseph.
Richard Linklater.
Richard Linklater is correct for the perfect round. So, Joseph will get a bonus question that will go only to him. All right, Joseph, here's your bonus question goes only to you, so you don't need to write it down. The question. Richard Keene, Bernardo Bertolucci, and Anthony Waller have all directed films with which European city in the title?
Sorry, that should say Bernardo Bertolucci.
Paris.
That is correct for the true perfect round. The movies being Paris.
Tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
When it sizzles, Last Tango in Paris, and An American Werewolf in Paris. So with that, the future gets a score up to 14. Annexation of Puerto Rico is at 9. Is that we have Dylan?
That is what I have.
Great. Then that means we're going into round number 2, which is our wheel round, in which both teams are going to get a chance to spin our wheel. If they like what they land on, they can keep it. If not, they can elect to spin again, but they must keep what they land on the second time. They can get 5 questions in whatever category they land on, worth 2 points apiece, or they can check down a multiple choice for a 1 point apiece. There is stealing, so please, everybody, watch your asses there. The categories that they can spin on today are directed by Joel Cohen and 2006 to 2017 PG-13 Summit Entertainment, which are our strength categories on the wheel, as well as Oscars, sports, mystery/thrillers, actors and actresses, the 1990s, comedy, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. The future, you are ahead, so it's up to you whether or not you want to spin first or defer.
By the way, Robert, David, fun little category, the way that you put all those descriptions together. It was very fun to see that collection of movies on that list. Koho, where
I would
do you...
say, I would say let's let them go first.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
All right. Going over to Puerto Rico, this will be your first spin. You land on opponent's choice. There's
Yeah,
categories.
I love this.
Feature. What do you want to give them?
So Oscars.
What you?
Well, up to you. I say we either give them Cohen or we give them Oscars. So it's up. I just know how much these guys all hate that category.
Yeah. My only thing is that I would prefer Cohen because at least if we keep Oscars on the wheel, we could spin it and they're not as deep.
Okay. That's up. Yeah. That's fine.
So we're going to give them directed by Joel Cohen, please.
Cool.
Alrighty then.
Loving this.
Dylan, please give them their directed by Joel Cohen questions.
Sure thing. So your first question in directed by Joel Cohen. In what Joel Cohen directed film will you find a kid taking a toupee off the head of a deceased criminal?
Deceased criminal.
It's like the Lady Killers or something.
Oh shit, that could be right. I'm sorry, I didn't.
It's all right. Do we need a multiple? It's fine.
Yeah, multiple.
Multiple choice.
Right. Your options are A. Miller's Crossing, B. Raising Arizona, C. The Lady Killers, or D. Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
I don't remember. I don't remember it in Miller's Crossing, and I
don't
remember it in Racing Arizona. Is it Lady Killers? Because it's the only one.
Yeah, I think it's Lady Killers. Let's do Lady Killers.
All right, Lady Killers.
That is unfortunately incorrect for the 1 point steal. Is it A. Miller's Crossing, B. Raising Arizona, C. The Lady Killers, or D. Ballad of Buster Scruggs?
It is Miller's Crossing.
Miller's Crossing, final answer.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
I don't remember that, but that's fine. Whatever.
Your next question. Who plays Smitty, a reporter in the Hudsucker Proxy?
Smitty is Jennifer Jason.
Yeah.
Right? Or wait, is that Jennifer Jason Leigh or is that Bruce Campbell?
Bruce Campbell. Fucking shit.
Don't they call her Smitty? Am I crazy?
Yeah, do Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yeah. 4.
Jennifer Jason Leigh, final answer.
That is incorrect for the 2 point steal.
It was Bruce Campbell, final answer.
Oh my god.
Okay. That is correct for the 2 point steal.
I don't. Cool. This right now.
Sorry about that. Yeah, there's someone talking outside the room.
Sorry. Your next question. How many daughters does Everett have in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Multiple choice.
Multiple.
Your options are A, 6, B, 7, C, 8, or D, 9.
I don't remember my Odyssey and where this pulls up. I don't remember how many daughters Odysseus had, so I don't know. I would go with 7, probably.
5.
Okay.
4. 3.
Yeah, let's do that.
7, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Cool.
Your next question. What is the nickname of Scarlett Johansson's character in The Man Who Wasn't There?
Oh my god. Fuck. I just looked this up. Shit.
I can't remember. I would know it if I heard it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I know I don't.
5. 4. 3,
Multiple.
2.
All right. Your options are A, Cherry, B, Birdie, C, Goldie, or D, Peach.
Birdie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. B, final
Birdie.
answer.
That is correct for 1 point. And now your final question in this category.
Yeah.
Where specifically does Roland die in Inside Llewyn Davis?
Is it like a rest stop?
5,
I-
4, 3,
Multiple.
2, 1.
Your options are A, a bar, B, an airport, C, a concert hall, or D, a bathroom.
Everything
Bathroom.
rest up. Bathroom.
I don't think he died in a bar. I think it's a bathroom, but I don't feel great about it. But who cares at this point,
Yeah.
right?
5, 4, 3,
Go ahead.
Bathroom, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
right? And after that, I got Annexation Puerto Rico getting their score up to 12 with the steals. The future is at 17. Is that what you have, Dylan?
That is what I have.
All right.
What?
In that case, bring back up the wheel, and this will be the future's first spin. And you land on the 1990s. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'm fine with spinning again if you want to.
Same. Let's go again.
You gotta keep what you land on this time. And you land on actors and actresses.
Alrighty.
Okay. I'll give you questions on actors and actresses. First question. What actor has played the following literary characters? Tars Tarkas, David Caravaggio, Donald Kimball, and Jesus Christ?
Why do I know that one? I don't know.
I know John Hurt has played Caravaggio and Jesus Christ.
I don't know who Caravaggio is. So
4, 3.
Can we use a repeat, please?
Yes, you can. That is your first repeat. Your question again. What actor has played the following literary characters? Tars Tarkas, David Caravaggio, Donald Kimball, and Jesus Christ?
So Caravaggio is like a Italian, Roman Empire sadist
sure.
kind of guy.
If you feel like it's John Hurt, you want to shoot it. I trust you, but yeah, it's up to you.
5.
I feel like we can afford it here.
3,
John Hurt,
2.
final answer.
That is incorrect. Going to Puerto Rico for the 2-point steal.
Do you want to go with like Defoe?
I was thinking Defoe. Yeah, that's
it's probably not
Diesel.
Jimmy Beaver, right? That seems
It
weird.
wouldn't be Doc. Yeah, I think.
Do you just want to go with Defoe? He's the only
Let's go.
I can think of offhand.
Go ahead.
Right.
4,
Do it.
3.
Willem Dafoe,
2.
final answer.
And that is correct for the 2-point
That's my bad,
steal.
It's all good.
All right. Going on to the future. Next question.
Could I ask what the movies are, please? I know
Sure.
Last Temptation of Christ, but the others?
Got John Carter, The English Patient, American Psycho, and The Last Temptation of Christ.
That's fine.
Donald Kimball's American Psycho. That's
okay.
That's my bad, Coho. All right,
okay.
Ready.
That's fine.
All right. Your next question. Miles Teller made his acting debut in what 2010s drama?
The first one. Okay, so is there anything before Spectacular Now?
I feel like there is. I don't remember right now, but I think we can get it on multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
4.
Yes, please.
Choice options are A, Never Let Me Go, B, Winter's Bone, C, The Kids Are All Right, or D, Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene.
I think he's in Never Let Me Go, or whatever that one is. The name of that one.
I'm okay with that.
I do remember him being in that. I think maybe.
I don't remember him in Winter's Bone.
He's definitely not. I don't think he's in Kids Are All Right either. So
4.
Let's go with Never Let Me Go. Never Let Me Go, final answer.
That is incorrect. Going to do Puerto Rico for the 1-point steal. Is it A, Never Let Me Go, B, Winter's Bone, C, The Kids Are All Right, or D, Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene?
Could it be more? Yeah, could it be D?
I don't think he's in Kids Are All Right. So it's between Winter's Bone and D for me. So I would say go D because
yeah, he looks like a cult guy. He could be in a cult. So
okay, we can do that.
5,
Final
4,
answer.
3.
D, final answer.
D, Martha, Marcy, Marcy May Marlene is also incorrect. We were looking for B. Winter's Bone.
Oh man.
Yeah, listen. We fucked up.
Man.
I knew.
All
Okay,
right.
my bad. I should have just.
That's all right.
I didn't know.
All right, next question. Who is the only person to appear in films by Jon Favreau and Ben Stiller in the same year?
Robert Downey Jr. That'd be Tropic Thunder and Iron Man.
Go for it.
Robert Downey Jr. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
Yeah, you got the films. All right, next question. McKenna Grace and Annabelle Wallis play the same character at different ages in what film?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. McKenna Grace. Do we see Tanya Harding at any other age besides the McKenna Grace age?
3.
I think like a teenager. Let's go multiple choice. Multiple choice, please.
All right, multiple choice options are A. Malignant, B. I, Tonya, C. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, or D. Silent Night.
It's there.
I am pretty sure on Tanya we see her in 3 different ages. So let's go, Tanya.
Yeah, I, Tanya, final answer.
That is incorrect. Going over to Puerto Rico for the 1 point steal. Is it A. Malignant, B. I, Tonya, C. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, or D. Silent Night?
Do you want to go with Malignant?
Yeah.
Is she when she's at the hospital and when they do the look back at the video, like her home movies? I know McKenna Grace is definitely a young version.
Yeah.
5.
I was thinking Malignant too. So
3.
yeah.
Malignant
2,
final answer?
1. That is correct for the 1 point steal. All right. Future is your last question, actors and actresses.
Okay.
Who has played the wife or ex-wife of Rufus Sewell, Josh Brolin, and Christoph Waltz?
The wife? Okay. Amy Adams and Christoph Waltz is big eyes.
Where is she the wife of Josh Brolin?
I really don't have it. Oh, Kelly McDonald,
Right.
maybe? Hold on.
2.
Multiple choice, please.
All right. Multiple choice options are A. Amy Adams, B. Olivia Colman, C. Emily Blunt, or D. Jennifer Connelly.
Okay, so I don't have a good reason for picking Amy Adams, except I know the Christoph Waltz one.
Yeah, let's
I don't know.
let's just one repeat of the options, and
Yeah,
then we can go
options.
with Amy Adams if we can't think of anything else.
2. All right.
Repeat the
let's
options, please.
Repeat the options. Options again. A. Amy Adams, B. Olivia Colman, C. Emily Blunt, or D. Jennifer Connelly.
What would Emily Blunt be the ex of Josh Brolin in?
I can't think of one at the moment.
I don't either. I don't think of one for Christoph Waltz either.
Well, Amy
I'm
Adams
off.
is in
5,
Big Eyes, right?
4,
Yeah, that's
So
the only one I can
3,
think of.
2.
let's go with Amy Adams'
1.
final answer.
That is incorrect. Going to Puerto Rico for the 1 point steal. Is it A. Amy Adams, B. Olivia Colman, C. Emily Blunt, or D. Jennifer Connelly?
I think it's between Blunt and Connolly because I don't think Olivia Colman was in a Josh Brolin.
No.
Either.
Where would Emily Blunt have been? Josh Brolin's wife.
Inherent
Do you wanna use-
Vice. Or,
Do you want to use a full repeat or just a
3.
let's do a full
full repeat?
All right, that is your first repeat. Your question again. Who has played the wife or ex-wife of Rufus Sewell, Josh Brolin, and Christoph Waltz? Your multiple choice options are A. Amy Adams, B. Olivia Colman, C. Emily Blunt, or D. Jennifer Connelly.
I'm swaying more towards Connolly, but
Okay.
if you think Emily
Oh,
Blunt,
could be Connolly because Dark City, Rufus Sewell. Yeah, right.
okay,
Yeah,
That's-
and I don't
that's-
know.
Yeah,
4.
I'm just going
3.
Jennifer Connelly. Final
2.
answer.
That is correct for the 1-point steal. Yes, the films being Dark City for Rufus Sewell, Only the Brave for Josh Brolin, and
Right.
Alita: Battle Angel for Christoph Waltz.
Coho,
Yeah.
question.
What's up?
If this is a petty challenge, I don't mind. We can just let it slip. But technically, Only the Brave was in the Summit Entertainment list.
That's right. It was.
So like,
We'll challenge. We'll challenge that. That's a part of their category then.
Be right back after this challenge. We're back after the challenge. Yes, they were correct. Only the Brave was, in fact, a part of Puerto Rico's strength. So, because of that, we had to throw the question out. The future will be getting a new question to answer for 2 points. So, Puerto Rico score will go back to 15, and they will also regain their repeat they used for that question. So, future, here's your last question about in actors and actresses. Who appears in The Cell, Be Cool, and The Dilemma?
Do you know who is the main character in The Cell again?
so it's Jennifer Lopez, but I know Vince Vaughn is in The Cell and The Dilemma. I don't know if he's in Be Cool.
I'm pretty sure he is in Be Cool.
4, 3, 2.
Should we
1.
multiple choice? Multiple choice. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Multiple choice options are A. Vince Vaughn, B. Owen Wilson, C. Jason Bateman, or D. Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Let's go with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Okay.
So with that, I had the future getting the score up to 20. Annexation of Puerto Rico is at 15. Is that what you have, Dylan? Yeah.
That is what I have. Sorry, I was muted.
Okay. Okay. All right. Good. I guess we're going on to round number 3. It's going to work with this. Our teams have drafted from our list of general categories before the match. They will now draft from the list of categories that they drafted to see now what they'll answer here in round number 3. They can get as many as 4 questions worth 1, 2, 3, 4 points apiece. Once a category is selected, it cannot be picked or answered by their opponent. The categories that can be selected today are sports, 2010s, horror, recent releases, comic book movies, classics, action adventure, and Oscars. Going to have our teams pick their categories and hopefully come back to finish this one out. All right, we're back. Teams selected their categories. How it's going to go. We will go until we are out of questions or one team has been mathematically eliminated. We will start with the team that is behind, which today is the annexation of Puerto Rico. So, Puerto Rico, what would you like for your 1 point question?
Classics.
Classics.
Classics it is. And I will read you your questions here in round number 3. So here's your 1 pointer in classics. Who stars as Swedish knight Antonius Block in The Seventh Seal?
The knight?
Max von Sydow. See the guy?
Is he the knight or isn't he? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's the only name I know. So
That's the only name I know as well.
yeah.
5, 4,
Go ahead.
3,
Go ahead.
2.
Max von Sydow.
1.
Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Okay. Sorry.
A ridiculously young Max von Sydow, by the way.
Yes.
Yes.
Please.
All right. Puerto Rico, you're still behind, so 2 pointer.
Horror, right? David. Horror.
Yeah. Yeah, horror's fine.
Okay. Horror.
Okay. And here's your 2 pointer. Category of horror. In The Omen, what do Robert and Catherine name their adopted son who is revealed to be the Antichrist?
Damien. Yeah.
It's all for
Go
you,
ahead.
Damien. Damien. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points, getting your score up to 18. You are still behind, so what'd you like for your 3-point question?
You want action or sports? Action.
It's your call. It's your call. I'm cool with either. Wait,
Alright.
how do you?
We can do action adventure for 3. That's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so here's your 3-pointer. Category of action. Question. Action adventure. Say question. In Kill Bill Volume 1, where specifically is Bernita Green hiding the gun she uses to shoot the bride during their confrontation?
Cereal
Cereal
box.
box. Yeah.
Cereal box. Final answer.
And that is correct for 3 points. Taking the lead there, 21, sending it over to the future to answer some questions. Future, what'd you like for your 1-point question?
You want to do recent for one or comic books for one?
I'm okay with. I was going to suggest 2010s or recent releases.
Let's do recent then.
All right. Let's do recent releases for one, please.
All right. So your 1-pointer in recent releases. Who voices the character who eventually gains the title of Optimus Prime in Transformers 1?
Chris Hemsworth.
Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Ryan Pax is his name. Thank you.
Tying the game up. 21. Future still has more questions, so stick with you for your 2-point question.
2010s.
Do you really feel better about comic book movies than 2010s if we have to answer it?
Well, I'm okay either way.
I am totally trusting you because I am off as hell.
Well, my only thing is that with the 3-pointers, I feel like 2010s could be so much wider, whereas with comic book movies, I feel like there's a chance that one of us could hit it because of fandom things and like that.
All right, yeah, we can do it.
Unless you're okay with, you don't have a preference.
Yeah, if you want to, let's do it.
Let's do 2010s then, please, for 2, please.
All right. So your question in the category of the 2010s. Who plays the titular character in Carol?
Kate Blanchett is Carol, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Kate Blanchett, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
The lead, getting it at 23, sending it back over to Annexation of Puerto Rico, who has 1 question remaining. They're a 4-pointer in sports, which they need to hit to stay in the game.
Geography.
And as a reminder, you still have all 3 of your repeats. So here is your 4-pointer category sports. Craig T. Nelson, Leah Thompson, and Chris Penn provide supporting performances in which sports film?
All the right moves. Yeah.
All the right moves. Final answer.
Without hesitation, that is correct for 4 points, getting their score up to 25. And here is the situation we're in. At the future, it's either their 3 or 4-point question. They will win the match. And you have 2 more repeats. What would you like to take for your 3-point question?
Comic book movie.
Comic book movies for 3, please.
All right. So your 3-point question in the category of comic book movies. In Iron Man, what is the name of the award Rhodes presents to Tony, which he can't accept because he is playing craps in the casino?
So it's in Caesar's Palace, right?
Yep. It's oh my god.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, that is your second repeat. Your question again. In Iron Man, what is the name of the award Rhodes presents to Tony, which he can't accept because he's playing craps in the casino?
It's something like Man of the Year, but it's not Man of the Year. It's like damn it. It's like engineer, futurist, I don't know, something like that. Oh, goddamn.
Let's go with
5,
engineering
4,
man or
3,
Sure.
2.
engineering
One.
man. Final answer.
It's unfortunately incorrect. We're looking for the Apogee Award.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna hear all 8 questions today, folks. One more left. Futures 4-pointer and Oscars. If they hit it, they win. If not, the game goes to Annexation of Puerto Rico. Future, you have one more repeat.
All right. So your 4-point question in the category of Oscars. Who was the only person to win Best Supporting Actor twice for movies released in the 1950s?
Anthony Quinn.
Yeah, I think it's
Viva Zapata and Lust for Life.
Yeah, I think you're completely right. I think it's Anthony Quinn.
Anthony
5,
Quinn, final
4,
answer.
3. And your winner, the Future. The correct answer was Anthony Quinn for the films that Joseph did put out. So we are going to put everybody backstage, and oh wow, it got hot there after a hot minute. I was just gonna say, like it was very much Future's game. I think for the majority of this match, and then the Future kind of let up a little bit, kind of let Puerto Rico get back into the game with those steals and action adventure, and then yeah, I don't believe Puerto Rico missed a question there around 3. They were kind of they forced Annexation to kind of be perfect there and had them answer that 4-pointer in Oscars, which can be a bit of a crapshoot in there. So yeah, just great match. What do you guys say, Dylan?
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely thought I'm going to be honest. After Puerto Rico's spin, when they got stuck with Joel Cohen and they were down 5 points, and then the Future spun a data category, I thought this was going to be a knockout. So for them to come back and push the Future all the way to a 4-point question, to their 4-point question, very impressive stuff. Yeah, great match all around. Even if there was some controversy here and there. Trying to avoid controversy at the beginning. There's some controversy with the challenge and also with one Winter's Bone question, which, yes, the comment section has informed us that Miles Teller is not in any of those movies that are in the multiple choice options. Thank you, comment section. We appreciate that. Yeah. But even if they would have got, even if the Future would have got a different actors and actresses question that they hit for 2, they still would have been pushed for their 4-pointer. So still a great match all around. Yeah, good stuff.
You know what? In fact, I think I can see the future. I think one of those comments will be a Panamanian man who's telling us that we don't know anything. I am almost certain. Let's get started with your post-match interviews. Annexation Puerto Rico, we're second place finisher Robert and David. Yeah, just you were kind of playing catch-up for the majority of this game. You were able to kind of sneak in there a bit with some steals and the actors and actresses, and yeah, you at least made it tough for them having to answer their 4. So yeah, how do you feel about today?
I mean, this game was probably won and lost in round 1 when they got a big lead, and then that freaking Bruce Campbell steal just looms large. We kept all 3 repeats. I think maybe if we just use a repeat and be like, think about it logically, it probably would have made more sense. It was Bruce Campbell as the nature of a strength level question, strength level data question. So that was a game logistics thing. I'm happy we got those steals. I'm happy it wasn't a knockout. I was thinking the same thing Dylan was. Yeah, I mean, we just let up there, and we need to be better in round 1. Joseph had a true perfect round that helps to set that stage, but we just guessed Bruce Campbell would win this game, which is stupid.
Wild. Yeah.
But
yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, for me, I mean, I really was off today. There were some things round 1 I definitely should have just gotten and then just kind of written down faster because I was just like hesitating too long for me. In round 2 too, didn't study hard enough for that strength, and it's just just taking the time to talk through is definitely something I gotta also I gotta work on to just take the time and not do just like quick thinking or anything like that. But yeah, it's just at least we had a chance. We had a chance. It's just every question, every little point matters. It's just and in the end, at least I'm glad we almost had that win. So, and we cleaned up round 3, so that was fine.
Yeah.
Well, so it puts you at, I believe, 2-2 for the year. Definitely bring you back at some point this year. I think for possibly something neat we got coming down the road. Anybody you're looking to hope to see down there?
Jersey Boys.
There you go.
Would be fun. I want Igor as tired as possible, so he'll get in a weird sleep regression probably by that point. So let's do that.
Okay. See what we can do there. Thank you guys for showing up. We'll see you down the road. We're bringing your winners today. The future, Joseph, Coho. Good to see you. Yeah. Gosh, excuse me. Yeah. Definitely. Kind of started off the game pretty hot, and then kind of had some stumbles there, and actors and actresses kind of let up. But you're still able to hit the right amount of questions, pull out the win today. How do you feel?
I dropped some bad balls at the questions that we had in round 2. I felt like I could shoot for the John Hurt to Willem Dafoe question because 2 out of 4 is pretty significant, and I couldn't think of the others, so I didn't think of Willem Dafoe, obviously, and then that ended making me feel like I was doubting myself that Vince Vaughn was something that I could think of faster, and I was like, is it really that easy? And the challenge rattled me and all that. Robert and David, they're talking about they're feeling a little down. Honestly, the endurance that those two had in getting our steals and sweeping their round 3 is scary. They lost today, but they are no slouches, and they're probably going to stay in top form with the next teams that they have. I don't envy them, but Coho, we made it through every scraping and scrapping point.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I definitely played my worst today. It definitely was not at best, and I think Joseph played just so good that we were able to kind of survive this one. Annexation Puerto Rico is a team that you can't play like I did today against and win typically, unless you have a living, breathing computer for a teammate. But Joseph's great. That perfect round was great. But yeah, I think we played pretty sloppy in round 2. I think that's something we'll definitely have cleaned up for the next match. But man, there's Annexation Puerto Rico is such a good team. David and Robert are such great players. That I was sitting here with a pit in my stomach, even up 5 going in round 3. I had a pit. I was like, oh yeah, this is far from over. These guys can sweep, and they did. They're such a good team that I was like, this is not going to be over until I hear Andrew winner, and then I'll maybe breathe a little easier. But they're so good. They shouldn't even with opponent's choice, losing by 2. I wouldn't hang their heads at all. They played great. So yeah, I don't want to play them again ever again. You guys are too scary. I never want to play you again. But yeah, I win. I'm happy about a win. I'll take the win. There's literally no one I'd rather have as a teammate in the world than Joseph Olivas. So I'm very proud of my teammate today. So
you're muted, Mark.
Of course, I know how this show works. Yeah, anybody you want to face real quick coming down the pipe.
Who's coming down the line in terms of teams around the world? Dylan hasn't played teams yet. I played Bring Out Your Dead. That'd be fun. Probably lose, but I'd love to play Dylan and Jeremy. I love them a lot, so it'd be fun to play them. I want to play Blame Canada. At some point, Rico has talked so much shit about playing me that it has to happen. So Rico and Eric, you're awesome, and Rico, the work you do is great. But like, handle your shit, beat the teams you got to beat, and I want to play them at some point. We'll do what we can to make that happen on our end. You make that happen on your end. You keep winning, we'll keep winning, and hopefully we see you at some point. I want to play Blame Canada so bad too. So.
I would dig a match against Bullets over Broadway. It's been a while since I played either Andrew or Kirk in anything, but like that'd be cool. Also, Robert and David, Summit Entertainment. You had me watch Snitch and Warm Bodies and The Beaver. Good movies, worth watching. Thank you for making me watch them. People, stay the hell away from Remember Me and The Cold Light of Day. Those are trash.
I watched.
All right, I'm good.
Transcendence sucks. Anyway.
Well, keep that in mind. See you guys down the road. And yeah, let's just get the hell out of here. Thank you everybody for showing up. Thank you everybody for playing. Thank you, David, Robert, being here. Your winners today, Joseph and Coho. And thank you everybody who writes, edits, does everything that we need to do to keep this going. For everybody watching, everybody, the viewers, guys, be well.
Well, we're going. We don't need roads.
In case I don't see you.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
Yo, I did it!